Welcome to the Man of Recaps. This is The Walking Dead, Season 10, Episode 4. This episode starts over at the hilltop where we haven't really been this season. The big excitement, a tree falls down, crushing the barn or whatever. The big question, of course, is this bad luck or is it the Whisperers? People are starting to think it's the Whisperers. Michonne's riding out to help, but on the road, they run into King Ezekiel. He's been pretty depressed lately, losing the kingdom and his relationship with Carol. Michonne follows him up to suicide point, and she's like, yo, King, don't you do it. She talks him off the ledge, and he responds by kissing her. Yeah, I mean, sometimes your emotions get all out of whack. They make a joke here that they might have gotten together in an alternate universe, which apparently is in the comics. They're a long-standing couple. In the show, who knows? We'll see. I mean, Rick is gone for good, and Michonne has not gotten any in 6 years. It'd be weird since the King is still in love with Carol, but I guess if she dies, then it's on. Back at Alexandria, let's check in with Lydia. She's having a hard time fitting in. Her mom being responsible for killing people, she's not very well liked. Her mom's Alpha, of course, if you forgot. So she runs to another outcast for help, Mr. Negan. He gives her the fatherly advice, like, hey, don't let him get you down, kid. So she goes and sits at their lunch table and eats a squirrel in front of them. Yeah, that'll show him. Unfortunately, it just riles him up more, and these three a-holes attack her. Doesn't matter who they are, by the way. The girl was one of the highwaymen, so she wants revenge for the cool cowboy hat guy. And these two are just, I don't know, douchebag teenagers. But luckily, who comes to her rescue? Mr. Negan. He shoves him away, stops the fight. Unfortunately, though, he shoved the one a little too hard. She dead. Now, it's pretty obvious the douchebags were in the wrong, but to the average Alexandrian who wasn't there, it's kind of like, yeah, Negan killed someone, clearly let's execute him. The council's deciding Negan's fate. Aaron votes to kill him, even though Negan saved his life last episode. But they're generally split, and the swing vote comes down to Daryl, who's voting as a proxy for Michonne. Now, Daryl has almost more reason to hate Negan than anyone. He was there for a lot of it, remember? He was at the head bashing, and he was kept captive at the sanctuary for half a season. But Lydia is one of Daryl's peeps after their adventures last season. He's gonna protect her no matter what. She's like, no, Negan's the good guy, he saved me. So Daryl believes her, and he votes to let Negan live. Unfortunately, votes might not matter. They might be dealing with mob justice because graffiti pops up, silence the Whisperers. There's the title of the episode. So in the morning, when Father Gabriel goes to talk to Negan, he's already gone. Someone let him out of his cage. Set Free-gan the Negan. Lydia claims it was her and just goes down to sleep in the cell. Daryl knows it wasn't her, though, that released Negan. Was it Daryl? Back at Hilltop, dealing with the tree, they got zombie trouble. The new crew goes out to fight them. I call them the new crew still because I don't individually know their names, but there seems like they're sticking around, so I better get to learn them. Walking Dead new crew. The leader is Magna. She's the badass knife chick. The Asian girl is Yukimo, and actually Magna and Yukimo are hooking up now, so that's a thing. They end up having a big fight though later, so maybe it's off already? The funny music guy is Luke, who is now using the most ridiculous weapon ever. I love that thing. The deaf girl is Connie, and her younger sister is Kelly. They have a really sweet zombie fighting scene, always in for one of these per episode. In the end, they have to retreat, and the zombies knock down part of the wall. Luckily, just then, the cavalry comes riding in. Ezekiel and Michonne here to save the day. And Judith is actually pulling her weight. She's quite the little zombie killer. So Hilltop is safe for now, but Michonne gets a distress call from Oceanside. Something's happened over there too. Was this the Whisperers also? Well, it's like Michonne says. Once is coincidence, twice is bad luck, but 3 times? Yeah, it's the Whisperers. Luke's gonna go to Oceanside with her. Back in episode 1, he met a cute Oceanside girl, so, you know, they're gonna reconnect. And then the episode ends back at Alexandria. The Silence the Whisperers graffitiists have started graffitiing all the things. Yeah, so Alexandria is experiencing a lot of civil unrest. So there you have it, Walking Dead episode 4. Hit that subscribe button, catch all the rest of the Walking Dead recaps, plus plenty other cool shows.